Hello.
Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, September 13th. Thanks for joining us today for Live with Lee and Hayley. I'm Hayley Harmon alongside Lee Cruz.
Big show today.
Yes.
The friends from Scarefest are here. That thing has grown like crazy.
11th annual.
It's a destination for fans of the paranormal or TV shows that celebrate that. We'll have them out here in a little bit.
Yes,
also,
we've got all the details.
My buddy from Bywater Farm is here too. You talk about a place that the kids love.
Yeah.
That guy, I've told him before, he's like Georgetown's version of Walt Disney.
Yes.
He's made an enchanted place.
It is an enchanted place.
Huge.
It is huge. It is awesome. There's so much to do. And we're going to be playing a little, because, I mean, fall is upon us, just about officially. But we're going to be playing a game with some apples, I understand. We're very competitive, so
hope it works.
We'll probably end up cheating. So we've got that coming up for you today. And we have another gift card to give away to Dairy Queen. Stay with us. We'll tell you when to enter. People have been freaking out over that. $50. $50.
You enter on the Facebook page, or you can email us, and then, you know, we do the random draw.
Yep.
And then later, we go through and give you a thumbs up to let you know we did get it, even though you didn't win. But people think either one, that means they won, or they didn't see it in time. No, we saw it in time. We're just giving you a thumbs up.
I think
I'm getting tired of explaining that.
How about you just stop doing it?
Well, I have to acknowledge them. It bothers me that they weren't acknowledged.
They know. They sent the message in.
Yeah, but they don't know that they saw it.
You're confusing everyone.
No, I'm not confusing
How can you guarantee
people.
everyone that enters?
I just explained it. By the way, happy birthday to my Aunt Betty Jane.
Happy birthday, Aunt Betty Jane.
Yeah.
Betty Jane. Happy birthday, Aunt Betty Jane. How old is she? Are we allowed to say?
Mid-20s, I think.
Mid-20s. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I don't know how old she is. She's glad I don't.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah.
What's new with you? Anything going on? I like this outfit today. You're all grayed out.
Brand new.
I like. It's brand new? I was going to say, I don't think I've seen you in this before.
Although I had to take this back to the place I purchased it this morning.
Goodwill.
Because I left this, well, if it's Goodwill, I wouldn't have the daggone security tag.
Oh, no, it had the tag.
Yes.
You got to go back this morning?
Yes.
Ooh.
I wore it in there with the thing dangling.
I know your favorite store, but I don't want to shout them out. Is it from your favorite store?
Yes, that place.
How did you get out of the store? Did
I don't know. I guess it didn't. Yeah.
Or was it one of those that went off and they're like, you're fine, go on?
No, I think, well, it was another place anyway. Same brand, another place. Wasn't the same store. I went to another store. Same company, another store.
Okay.
Anyway, but I did go to the doctor this morning.
Yes.
Got a clean bill of health. They said you are a Greek Adonis. Blood pressure's so good, they're thinking about, you don't even need these blood pressure pills anymore.
Are you serious?
That's what they said. And get this. She said, you know, since the last time you've been here, do you know you've lost 16 pounds? Officially.
Yes! That's awesome! That is awesome!
All of it was muscle. But still, that's pretty good.
We've got to figure that out. We've got to figure it out. Well, good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah, because the start of the year, as you know, we always talk about it. He started the no bread.
And then
January 1. You've dabbled in the bread life a little.
The bread world a little bit. But up through all the way, let's say June or July, I was zero bread.
I know, I couldn't believe it. We go out to places, and I just got annoyed at how many people. Can I have a burger, no bun, lettuce? I got tired of hearing it, but now it's paid off. Good for you. That's awesome.
Thank you. You okay? Everything good?
I'm good. I'm good. I don't like when they weigh me at the doctor's office. I actively don't look. Do you look? Do you like to see what it is?
Because you're hoping to get past 100 finally?
Yeah, and I don't want to be disappointed. No, I don't know. I'm a woman. I don't know why. I don't like to know it. I don't want that knowledge in my brain. It just stresses me out. Or it might make me feel good. I don't know.
What doesn't stress you out?
Almost nothing, actually. I heard a quote the other day, and I was like, this is my life. A girl was talking about, it was something from BuzzFeed, and they were getting like a stress test to see. They went to the dentist and like had to clench down, and they could see how stressed they were. One girl, she was like, I know he's going to say I'm off the charts because I'm stressed all of the time, and I rarely have the time. And that is my life. I'm stressed all the time. I'm just a high-strung person.
Yeah, she is.
And I don't have the time to be stressed.
But you shouldn't be high-strung. You should be more like me.
Right.
Laid back.
Laid back.
Things get done somehow. Don't worry about it.
Right, yes. I think that's why we're a good mix. I keep this show rolling, and Leah's here to assist.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
My favorite, when you did it to me yesterday, and I knew it, he goes, got a big show today. Haley, tell him what's coming up. He had no idea what was on the show yesterday.
It worked out, though.
It did.
Worked out.
That's right.
See what I'm
Because I
saying?
bailed you out because
you can
I'm
relax.
ready for disaster at any moment.
You ready for some hot topics?
Let's do it. Obviously, the big news, everybody's talking about Hurricane Florence. Landfall later today, correct? Is that still the track of it? Already seeing some of the effects a little bit along the Carolina coast. Everybody's just kind of bracing it for it. I feel like we're kind of in the weird zone.
It's
getting
weakening,
here.
though, right? I
It
mean,
is. It's down to a Cat 2 as of this morning, but still very powerful.
By the time it really gets there, maybe just a slight breeze.
Oh, gosh. I don't think so.
I hope so.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, so a former sports anchor and his wife, a former reporter, post videos and skits to their social media pages. They have become a huge hit with more than 1 million followers. Here's a couple of what they're calling hurricane hacks. Check this out.
Speaking of light, if you have one of those headlamps and you have a bottle of water, look at what you can do with it. Turn it inside out and put it up against one of those kind of gallon jugs of water, and then check out what it looks like in the bathroom, because no one wants to poop in the dark.
Speaking of that, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And our dog will not go outside to go to the bathroom
She doesn't
if
like the rain.
it's storming and raining. So right now, landscaping companies will give you dead sod that they have extra. Load it up in your garage so your puppy can pee and poo in peace. Fill plastic bags 3/4
A lot of
full
bathroom
and
talk
load it
in
up
their
your
tips.
freezer.
This stuff is really genius. What are they doing here? I feel like they are giving a lot of good
And it will
tips.
give you fresh water as it melts.
Interesting.
This one you did when you were
They're
growing up.
making fresh water there. I got it. And then the other hack, I think, was to fill up your washing machine if it's a top loading with ice, and then you could keep so many things in there.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, yeah, here they
in case
are.
you lose power. There it is. There you
These are really some good tips because, yeah, when you think a storm this big, you think of the power outages and things like that that's going to happen. So we'll see.
Some people will ride that thing out, though, and I don't get that.
I don't get that either. I don't
I
get
guess
it.
we just don't understand, as my friend James Gregory said, the miracle of plywood.
Ah, yes. Yes.
You just don't understand the miracle of plywood.
You're right. I do not. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, and definitely
Batten
we'll
down
keep
the
you up
hatches.
to date.
Hope you're safe.
Jeez Louise.
A Milwaukee teen is in jail accused of stealing cars because he told police he wasn't really stealing. He was simply riding around in them to impress girls.
Always works. I'm dating this guy now.
Officers investigating turned to Facebook, where they found teens actually tagging each other in the stolen car photos, including the suspect. Detectives searched the teen's home and found 4 stolen cars parked out front. According to police, the keys were in the house along with the gun. When they confronted the teen, he said, "What kid wouldn't want to drive a newer car and be seen by girls?" Sure. A $5,000 bond has been set.
Come on, man. There's better ways to impress girls.
There is?
Well, yes. Well, I think when the girls find out, oh, he's in big trouble with the law, they're not going to want to hang out with him.
There's a lot of women that like that danger element.
Yes. Right. Mm-hmm. Not me. Not me. It stresses me out. So police in Colorado are looking for a robbery suspect who just couldn't seem to get the job done. It happened earlier this month at a vape store. Here he is. This guy walks in, pulls a BB gun, which he then drops behind the counter. He tries to jump the counter but fails miserably. He kicks the door open to leave. Oh, girl, I can't. Watch. His pants fall down as he opens the door. Look, that girl's like, what?
What an idiot.
What happened?
Jeez,
He can't do anything right.
He finally built up the nerve to go in there.
Hurls the gun at her.
That's what he gets for wearing big pants.
Yeah. Hey, girl.
You know,
Look, she's like, he can't even get over to the counter. Can't even get out there. Pull your pants up.
What an idiot.
What an idiot.
A Minnesota father says his son's school's feeding an addiction to electronics, so he's switching schools. Says his son is addicted to electronics and he wants him to do his homework on paper. The school requires students to do all their homework on tablets.
Oh.
The 7th grader will be moved to a new school on Monday.
I don't think I've heard that, where students are required to do it all on tablets. I know a lot of schools utilize tablets and things like that now, but I don't think I've heard of one that makes you only do that. Interesting.
Does anybody teach cursive writing anymore? I don't think they do they?
I think they do. Certain districts and things. Can you write in cursive?
Yeah, I can write in cursive. You kidding me? That was the only way to write.
That That was the only way.
We spoke the King's English when I was in school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Example, please.
Thou art wearing a colorful necklace, my lady.
Awesome. Awesome. That was good. I believed you.
Yeah.
A company is working to create a bubbly libation fit for outer space. For 3 years, a company called Mum has been protecting the Cordon Stellar, which it says will be a drink surrounded by the stars in the next 5 years. A French astronaut was tasked with taste testing its champagne in a zero-gravity situation.
Simulation.
Well, yeah, it was a simulation of a situation. The fizz comes out of the bottle as a foam that can either be caught in glasses or you can drink it straight out of the air.
Let me get this straight. These guys are testing this on the vomit comet.
Oh.
Because they're not actually in space. They're just doing these simulations, which means a plane goes up to about 60,000, 50,000 feet, then drops, and then your 0 G's is in effect. But that up and down, and I'm drinking champagne.
The room is spinning. Or is it the?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Leave it to the French, though.
Right. Do we want our astronauts to be drunk? Is that something
Do we want our astronauts
needing?
to be French? I'm just saying, alien invasion, they'll surrender like that.
Really? Okay.
The fastest man on Earth put his speed to the test in zero gravity. Here we go with this again. Is this the same plane?
Yeah, look.
They're up there drunk.
He's
Look at
already
Usain
already
Bolt.
chugged a bottle.
Oh my God! Well, he won. Usain Bolt raced astronauts in the Airbus Zero-G plane above France. It's the same party.
They got drunk on the champs, and now look at him.
You still can't beat Usain Bolt, no matter what. Anyway, he had a
Look,
drink of
he had a
champagne.
drink of champagne.
Yeah, following the race,
Was
called
this
the
all the
race
same
mind blowing.
day?
Yeah, it had to be the same day. It's
had to be.
expensive to take that plane up.
Oh, do you know?
Well, of course it is. The
I
fuel
asked
cost.
to go, and they said no.
No, I don't mean you buy a ticket. I just meant for the
No,
operators.
I know. Yes.
Okay.
We need to find a way to get on that flight. They do
don't
fun
think
stuff.
you would like it.
You wouldn't even like running.
You
at
don't
zero
like
gravity.
that feeling at all. Of falling.
Right,
You
but
hate
you don't
that.
feel that way when you're just floating, right?
Well, you can't
I
see
hate roller
around you.
coasters, and Lee saw me have a genuine panic attack earlier this year when we tried to
She
ride.
attacked me.
I did. I really bruised his leg when I grabbed it because I was so scared. I think I would like that though. You don't think so?
Nope. A foldable, reusable metal straw is in the works for consumers, please. Collapsible metal straw that neatly folds into a small carrying case. The outer shell is stainless steel and the inner tubing is durable silicone. The Kickstarter fund was set up in April. In less than a month, it raised nearly $2 million. I'm sick of this.
I know. I almost took this story
I don't-
out because
I don't
I knew
wanna-
you wouldn't want to talk about it.
Look at this stupid. I got to carry that around?
I know, that's my thing. I'm like,
My God, there's plenty of plastic straws available.
oh my gosh.
This is nonsense. Oh, brother.
All right, those are today's hot topics.
Hey, why not be the popular guy at work? I wish I was.
Yes.
You can grab a Blizzard for you and some buds for free.
It's time to give away another $50 Dairy Queen gift card. Send us an email to lwlh@lex18.com or message us on our Facebook page right now to enter. Stay with us until the end of the show to find out if you have won. Good luck.
All right, coming up, are you a fan of the paranormal?
Oh yes, coming up next, we're talking about this weekend's Scare Fest in Lexington. We'll be right back.